The eyelet wheel is a circular shape made from two different flat stitches. Here it is as a decorative element in the Modern Needle book, and here I've used it on the Ellen's Needle book, but I've added a little French knot in the center. And you can add all kinds of things to this basic stitch. So here it has a French knot and then fly stitches and other knots surrounding it. But the basis of this is the versatile eyelet wheel. So I find it handy to at least to draw a dot here and then mark the points on the outside of a circle. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to draw the circle, but it's a circular shape, so it's nice to have the reference point of the circle. You also don't have to do 8 spokes. You can do 7 or 9 or 10, but pro tip, it's easier to eyeball dividing the space in half and quarters, etc. You get the idea. There are also tools that you can buy to help you mark it if you want to do 9 or 10, because it looks great either way. So I'm making the back stitch first, and I've come up, you just come up at any one of the dots on the outside of the circle you're going to make. And notice that I am using a stab stitching action. So I'm going straight down and I'm coming straight back up. So that's my first back stitch. So the second flat stitch that you need is the straight stitch. We're just taking one straight stitch down to the center. Now I am going, because I'm stitching right-handed, I am going counterclockwise. So this is all you do, is you just keep taking back stitches and then straight stitches down to the center. And you can see it does not form a perfect circle. Now, of course, because I have this in a hoop on a stand, I can turn this as I go so that I can easily keep my reference point. I like stitches like this that just use very, very simple ideas. And you can use it just as a nice abstract geometric shape, or you can make it look, it can be the basis for something else, make it look like a flower, or you add other things around the outside of it, as I've done with the posy pin. But it forms, the eyelet wheel forms the whole center of the design. Now let's do it left-handed, and since we went counterclockwise, right-handed, you guessed it, we're going to go clockwise when we do it left-handed. So there's the back stitch with the left hand, and you'll just come up here and then make the straight stitch down to the center. I think this stitch gets overlooked, but it's fun, it's easy to make, and it's just super versatile, because you can see that you start creating these little kind of segments in the circle. And to me, that's a natural place to add a bead or a straight stitch or another knot, or just to show off a pretty fabric.